Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Ben Beps and I'm on this. So basically, I got in contact with this guy from Israel, I believe. He's a content creator, creative director, photographer and videographer just like myself, based in Israel. So we're doing this video remotely. We're putting our content together to create this challenge. Basically, he is going to send me his photos which he has taken on a shoot. I'm going to send him photos which I have taken on a shoot, which we are going to do in a minute. And he has to edit my photos, I have to edit his photos. Pretty straightforward. He actually runs his own YouTube channel. He's probably going to upload this video as well. Go and check it out. The link is the first thing in the description. I highly recommend you to subscribe to him because his videos are really, really top quality. I feel so awkward up here, my mate's laughing at me. I need to get down. So here are the photos that Daniel Ben David sent in to be edited by myself. All of them look to have been taken in the woods, meaning we have a lot of greens and obviously subject in every single photo. However, the subject seems to be wearing different coloured clothes, so my original idea of creating a preset and maybe just copying it over to make it quicker isn't exactly going to work, as I'm going to have to adjust it slightly to the different colours. For this first photo, I used a technique which I normally do on all of my Instagram posts, where I bring in a graduated filter from the bottom and turn down the exposure, and I bring in a graduated filter from the top and I increase the exposure, so it's like the shadows at the bottom and the skies at the top. I found this out by accident a few months ago by messing about with graduated filters, and then I'd seen some other people who had done similar stuff as well, and I gradually just began doing this on more of my photos, and that is how I've got that kind of style on my feed now. So I added that to this photo, which kind of suits as well because you have the undergrowth at the bottom here with being out of focus, so it has the shadows down there and then it has the highlighted skies up the top. And also increased the clarity, particularly on the subject's jumper. I think I may have brightened up the flash on the camera a little bit as well. I really like this edit, particularly because it did have that depth of field with out of focus foreground interest. For the second photo, I did pretty much the same thing with regards to the colours. However, I decreased slightly, a tiny bit, I don't know if it's noticeable, the clarity around the camera, and I increased the clarity a lot on the camera and the texture details, etc. And obviously I've cropped all these photos in to be the Instagram postable size 4x5. On the third photo, I used a technique which I came across on a YouTube tutorial, which is actually very clever in a way. What I've done is, as well as doing the graduated filters on the top and bottom like usual, I've gotten a brush coming in from the top left corner, and it's gradually increased the size of the brush going down from the top left corner towards the bottom right corner, so it's biggest at the bottom right and smallest at the top left. And throughout this brush stroke, I have increased the exposure and decreased the clarity. Basically creates the effect that there's a ray of sun, when in fact there wasn't anything originally there. I thought this was cool as it was right next to a flash and a similar colour to the flash, yellowy colour, and it added a little bit more interest to the photo where there would have just been that out of focus foliage in the background, which just seemed a bit boring and filled too much of a photo, whereas now you have some sun coming in. I think it just looks a lot better, and it's also shining down on the subject, which looks really neat. Again, I did the same stuff with the colours, increasing the saturation of the reds, decreasing the saturation of the greens, and this creates a consistent look between all the edits. For this photo, I did it slightly different. As you can see, the greens are a little bit more to the bluey kind of side, and the whole photo is in general, to be fair, matching the guy's shirt. I've increased the blues saturation as well, so that you can tell that he is the subject. I did that same technique from the other photo of the sun in the top right, but I haven't done it so strong in this photo because I didn't want to decrease the clarity so much on the subject. For the last photo, I copied a preset from one of the first photos across, but then I went through and adjusted all the blues, etc., so that his shirt worked okay, and we have that kind of darker green, desaturated green in the background like the other photos. Obviously adding a graduated filter on top and bottom like all the other photos as well, and I think I added one maybe around his head just to brighten up a little bit more. And this photo, as you can see, the graduated filter at the bottom is much more apparent than in the other ones. And again, I used a preset which I basically created from the other edits I did. If you have enjoyed this video and found it useful as to how I create my style, etc. through somebody else's edits, remember to leave it a like. Subscribe if you're new, turn on notifications so that you don't miss a video. Daniel Ben David's link will be in the description, in which he will have a video showing him editing my photos in his style, if you'd like to see how to create more of a teal and orangey kind of Hayden Pedersen inspired style, then go and watch that video. You should be able to get some good tips out of that as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Hasta luego. Sé que tú te quieres tocar.